Oh, fuck. Your video. So it's recording to YouTube. Oh, fuck.
Same pace and approach Smith Belgium 11 minus 01 minus 7 2,700 feet. Smith Belgium 11 minus 01
Sweet.
minus 7 safe. Ease and approach QNH 30.39er. Continue as planned.
VR Dream Ecstasy. Well above 30 frames per second, even with my old AMD card. I see a little bit of frame rate impact with streaming to YouTube, but still pretty good, eh? Okay, follow my flight plan. Microsoft definitely fixed streaming Bing data photogrammetry. I think it's all working much better. Maybe that's also a reason that I have this big performance boost in frame rates, not just displaying. Landing lights off. And those lights can come off too. The taxi lights. Adjusting my VR goggles, sorry for the movement. Okay. I already used some nitro, which you can see here on the left. Let's hit it. Ready for the boost. Watch that the speed is already going way above 230 knots. And there we go. Let's do some smokes at the same time also. Let's hit orange. Woohoo! This plane is just totally bonkers. I'm loving it. Look at that Stella. And GPS support and everything. The GTN 750 mod is working perfectly. But at the moment I can see the nitro NOS is going, eh? And yeah, really RPMs is going bonkers. I'm really pushing that engine. Okay, let's turn it back off. And hit the brakes. This is crazy, but okay, see, I'm still following my flying plan. And I don't know how it comes. This plane really gives me huge frame rates improvement. It's crazy. But I do see a little bit of stuttering at the moment, but that's just solely because I'm also streaming. Black screen a little bit. Yeah. I'm really pushing my system. Well, my CPU is a Ryzen 9 5900X. It's still only going like 11-12% utilization. It's like sleeping. But my Sapphire Nitro Plus, which is an RDNA 1 AMD GPU, so it's a 5700 XT one, it's really going 99 to 100%, giving everything she's got. But look at this. A lot of my settings are on high, and I'm getting huge, smooth frame rates, even with my older GPU. This is mainly because of Sim Update 5. It's been really well optimized for AMD graphical cards, because of course Xbox is all AMD inside. And also since Sims Update 5, I don't have any crash to desktops anymore, which I used to have like every 30 minutes at least. 20 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes into the sim I had crash to desktops for like since release, actually, since VR got possible. So I've been crashing the desktop in the past for 8 months, I think, non-stop. Since Sim Update 5, that problem has finally been resolved. Of course, now there's still a lot of issues left and right with sceneries and planes, but they're all eventually, the developers are getting their stuff up to date and fixed. But it's just, this plane is just the best. The view you have here in VR, because of this total open canopy. Open, it's closed, but you mean it's like there's no obstruction, no columns or anything, and all the instruments are right there, big, so I can, all the most important things I can see very clearly in VR. And then the smaller ones, like the fuel level here, the reserve, they're all very important. The only thing this thing doesn't have, I didn't test it yet. I went to Alaska yet, but that was not cold enough. If it's really freezing, if it really ices up the canopy, there's no way of defrosting it. There is no de-icing equipment on this plane. This is a race plane, Oh, look at this. I can do everything I want. Upside down craziness. It's a breeze. Smoke still going. Look at that. There's nothing I can do.
Going to 118.475 spin Belgium 11 minus 01 minus 7.
This is so much fun. I don't think I'm gonna go fly with other any planes anytime soon. This plane is the absolute top. I've planned a huge trip in the UK, passing many. I already went to Bristol, the new airport from Orbix, and there's some burning blue design ones coming up. And I'm also going to London, because that's gonna be huge fun with this plane, to fly between the canals, the river there, center of London, and go maybe under a bridge, but I don't think that's wise, because that's still an issue. Many of the bridges you can't fly under, even though it looks like you can do it and there is clearance and you can fit. If you do it, you do crash. Still bugs underneath the bridge, especially the London bridge there. Now for the smoke, there's no really, it's this limitless. I don't think there's any tank that's going empty. Let's turn it off. It's just the NOS. I already used halfway almost. And I also pushed it, keep on pushing it. It's not like the engine fails or anything. Just look at the frame rates, and it's streaming at the main time to YouTube. This is just crazy. There's a warning going. I don't know what the warning is. I think it's G over G, poof over G. So if I was a human in this plane, I would be having a blackout at the moment. Ah, going in the wrong direction now, I think. Smoke still going? Yeah, I still see smoke. Ah, that's still, there's some bugs, eh? I turned it off. It takes a while before it stops smoking. Check if I'm going in the right direction, because you really lose your orientation in this plane. No. Where am I going to? Ah, the map is not showing. Yeah, it's going to London. I'm going good. Alright, that's better. Let's go through the clouds. This is not a big altitude plane, so it does have difficulties if you want to go really, really high. It's not like a Tomcat F-14. Let's do this and hit nitro. You can do whatever you want with this plane. It's just crazy. So, but once you go to a higher altitude, it gets problematic. See, it's dropping out of the sky. Higher, I mean, I want to go higher. Yeah, blue skies above the clouds.
Chanex 120 for you are 81 miles southeast. Descend and maintain 2,500 feet. Keep speed not above 210.
Try to get higher. Yeah, it's already 6,000 feet.
Cleared to Bravo Hotel X-ray.
It's not built to go that high. Woo! Okay, let's turn off the nitro. Nope.
Going to 1 tree, 1 decimal trees Sven Belgium 11 minus 0 1 minus 7. Codicum approach Sven Belgium 11 minus 0 1 minus 7 6,700 feet.
Doing some crazy business, so I don't know if you're going in a good direction. Let's see.
Sven Belgium 11 minus 0 1 minus 7.
Nope, wrong direction.
Sven Belgium 11 minus 0 1 minus 7 6,600 feet.
That's London there.
1 tree, 1 decimal tree Sven Belgium 11 minus 0 1 minus 7.
Alright.
Approach Sven Belgium 11 minus 0 1 minus 7 5,800.
Let's go back to the ground.
1 tree 6 decimal 4 5 Sven
Or do some
Belgium
crazy
11
stall
minus
business.
0
Let's see
1
what he
minus
does.
7. Descend approach Sven Belgium 11 minus 0 1
And hit the
minus
brakes.
5,200 feet. Going to 118 decimal 475 Sven
And
Belgium
it drops.
11 minus 0 1 minus 7. London Center, Smith, Belgium, 11 minus 01 minus 7, 6,500.
This is such a fun plane. Okay. There's nothing that can go wrong actually with this plane.
131 decimal tree for Smith, Belgium, 11 minus 01 minus 7. Bodingham approach, Smith, Belgium, 11 minus 01 minus 7, 3,300 feet.
Well, let's break some more. I lost all sense of direction again. Yeah, I'm going in the right direction.
Going to 1 tree, 6 decimal 45 Smith, Belgium, 11 minus 01 minus 7.
Let's go for
Belgium, 11
blue.
minus 01 minus 7, 900 feet.
What if I go all of them? I haven't tried that before. Ah no, you only can select one. You can switch it up a little bit. That's fun. Boom. Off. Beautiful weather in the UK at the moment. Live weather. I only fly with live weather. So that storm also in New Orleans. Rest in peace, the people who didn't survive it and the people who are living there. It's not a fun situation that was there, but me and a lot of others went to fly there and it was crazy. I had like 55 or more knots, headwinds or whatever direction you were coming from. I was there with the Just Flight Arrow,
131 decimal tree, Smith,
the Arrow
Belgium,
2,
11 minus 01 minus
the
7.
Warrior 2 I mean, and I just put my flaps down while I was on the runway and poof, I took off like a helicopter. That much wind was there in real life. That was crazy. Even with the F-14 Tomcat, that was the best one to go towards the storm, the eye of the storm. I made some great screenshots of it. That's also on the VR Pilots Facebook page there. The clouds were looking amazing, but I was not the only one that was doing it. It was amazing. It's these kind of opportunities, which is bad for the people who live there, but for us, we go do some storm chasing. It's just crazy. Alright, let's see, I'm still going in the right direction. Nope. I see, with this plane, with this GTN, otherwise I would just get lost. This is a Payware also, but it's perfectly compatible. You have here a button that switches from the old one that's included to the GTN 750, and this thing is like, he has terrain, all the red is dangerous because it shows the height. The higher you go, the safer it is. If it's raining, you can really watch where the rain is there. You can do it vertically, horizontally, and see where the rain is and avoid it or go towards it if you want to. For storm chasing, it was very handy. Your flight plan, you can see the direction, you can add it, you can directly add stuff to your flight plan, remove them. Also charts, if you have Navigraph, it's a subscription, paid subscription, you can also include it. I don't have it. The free one, motor one, that's because the weather, I have this option now, the weather and the terrain. This is all with the motor thing, weather I mean is. It's with a subscription, which is free. You can just register yourself and then enter it and done. And again, I lost my sense of direction. Am I going in the good direction? Yes. With this you can travel for such a long, huge distances in no time, because this plane I'm doing at the moment 180 knots. Let's push it even more. Poof, 190. 200 and It's around 230 without nitro. It's amazing.
131.3 spin Belgium 11 minus 01 minus 7.
This plane in VR. This is only this one. Is one livery which shows a VR ready plane. The other planes are not VR compatible. If you do select those planes and go to VR, it's still possible, but the cockpit is like very mini, very small. It doesn't match it. But you can do some changes in the config files somewhere, and then you can also have the other liveries with VR, which I'm gonna look at after this video, so I can also make them VR compatible, because I only fly in VR. Because this is a pretty boring livery, black and chrome. But there's such nice ones like the Rocket Man one. That's the best one, I think. Look at the ground, how smooth. It's a little bit choppy, a little bit, but that's only because I'm streaming. If I turn streaming off, this is going like 30, 35, 37 frames per second. Even on my system, it's crazy. But that's only because of this plane, or they really fixed something in photogrammetry, map data, live streaming, something. Maybe they really already optimized it, because it was having a lot of issues in the last few days or week. ATC voices that turned off and turned on again, and
119.73 for Sven Belgium 11 minus 01 minus 7.
at the moment ATC voices are back online.
01 minus 7 1,100 feet.
Oops. London is coming.
1.3 Sven Belgium 11 minus 01 minus 7. Coded them approach Sven Belgium 11 minus 01 minus 7 500 feet.
I hear a warning signal, but I really don't know what it is. Doesn't show anything.
119.73 for Sven Belgium 11 minus 01 minus 7. Heathrow approach Sven Belgium 11 minus 01 minus 7 200 feet.
Yep, still going the right direction. Let's fly upside down and look at the Earth. This is crazy. Oh. This plane is amazing. I've used that word a lot already for this plane. It just blows my mind. There's a points of interest I can see, a castle or something. It's like the F-14 Tomcat. You can just look at something and go there in a flash. The sun does shine on your LCD screen from your GPS, but that's the only downside, and there's nothing they can do anything about it. It's just, yeah, the sun is shining on it. There's not really any roof on this thing. Here's the castle. Let's do a flyby. And then towards London on the right side there, I think. Yep. Well, still some distance to go. Let's take a look at this castle there. Oh, that's Heathrow Airport right there in the distance. I can see it. That's a huge, busy airport. Let's go take a look at that after this castle here, which you can see. Wow, look at this. It's beautiful. Oh, wow. Let's go check out Heathrow and scare some other planes. Because IE everything is on, so all the real planes, all the live players, whoever's there, I should see them all. And I got most of my planes, which I own all of them I guess in the sim, most of them. I should be able to see them. That's something Microsoft has to fix also. If in the old days it was before, in the old days the sim is 1 year old. In the old days you could see, if you had to own the planes before you can see the plane from other players, but I had many group flights and it's not always the case. I don't know what's going on. So I should see all the real planes, whoever is flying here at the moment. Let's go take a look. Commercial jetliners there, a lot of them. It's Heathrow. Wow, this is crazy. Any other general aviation aircraft anywhere? Commercial jetliners, many of them. Guess people are traveling again with their corona passes, I hope. Let's take a look here. In real life I would be having fighters on my ass at the moment. Because this is not really allowed what I'm doing. There's one big plane taxiing on the runway. Let's go take a look. There's another one also over there. There's one taking off. There's a lot of activity. It's taking off or landing. Let's check it out. I think it's taking off, eh? Yeah. Oh, there's another plane on the opposite side. ATC, what are you doing? That's always great fun. It's also taking off. Let's follow this plane for a while. Ooh, bad takeoff. What the hell? Bad pilot. The runway is on the left. No, I can't catch it anymore. Let's hit nitro. No way I can catch a commercial jetliner. Another one coming in. Brakes. I have to switch off nitro. This is so much fun. Look at it. Airbus there. That one is taking off. Taxi lights and so navigation lights are not really good. Buggy plane. The wheels are still out. That's amazing. Okay, enough funny business. Let's go towards London. That must be there. You can see already the high buildings, which are, of course, scenery that's been added. Also because of World Updates UK. Let's give the engine a little bit of more breathing time. Stadium. The view is just amazing. With this plane you can really do and view and look at everything. And it's so smooth. Take a peek in the stadium. Nobody's playing. That's London there in the distance.
1 minus 0 1 minus 7 minus 100 feet.
Best to follow the river then. That goes through London, I guess, huh? Is it this one already? Yeah, some bugs left and right, huh? Still not perfect. There. The royal plants. We have those in Brussels also from our king.
Going to 119er decimal 7.
Cities, how do you call it in English?
0 1 minus 7. Heathrow approach to Belgium 1 minus 0 1 minus 7 minus 200 feet. For Sven Belgium 1 minus 0 1 minus 7.
I still remember when World Update. I think it's World Updates. The UK and with London, it was just impossible to fly over through it. The frame rate was like a slideshow. But now it's really perfect. All because of Sim Update 5. People are very mad at Sim Update 5. They want to go back to Sim Update 4, but the performance improvement is really major. They just have to fine-tune it again for us PC users, because we have a lot more horsepower to give, so they should use it and utilize it better. So DirectX 12 would really solve a lot of these issues, I think. Let's hope so. It's work in progress forever. They do fuck up sometimes, or a lot, depending on what platform you are.
Going to 129er decimal 405 Sven Belgium 1 minus 0 1 minus 7.
If you're an IT pro like me, it's my job.
1 minus 0 1 minus 7 minus 200 feet.
You can work out some of these technical things. Photogrammetry is still ugly in some areas, as you can see. But it's there, eh? Still some buildings look like they've been nuked by a nuclear bomb.
126 decimal 45 for Sven Belgium 1 minus 0 1
And it also takes a lot of loading, but it's working, eh? Photogrammetry.
approach Sven Belgium 1 minus 0 1 minus 7.
So you keep flying over the same area, and these things will eventually load up as good as possible. And the ones that look very nice are the ones that will be manually added, of course. Some of these bridges are, of course, manually added. This is not photogrammetry. But I'm not going to take the risk to fly under it, because that will ruin my flight if I crash. But look how smooth it is. It's like downtown UK London, and it's butter smooth. That was totally Mission Impossible before Sim Update 5. This plane, look at this. That's a photogrammetry building that but it's working, eh? So people are complaining. I had a lot of issues to it, but they did some silencing, updating, and tuning it. That's for sure.
126.45 for Sven Belgium 11 minus 01 minus 7.
Look at the boats here.
Approach Sven Belgium 11 minus 01 minus 7 minus 200 feet.
Wow. Yeah, in the plane it's smoother than with the external view.
129.405 for Sven Belgium 11 minus 01 minus 7.
So you see that building, that's manually added. That's too perfect.
11 minus 01 minus 7 minus 200 feet.
And on these photogrammetry issues that they have to be loaded. You see, these are ugly as hell. But if you keep flying over it, so I'm just gonna see how if it does it while I'm flying over it, it will eventually load it in.
Nordholt approach Sven Belgium 11
But I got my rolling cache settings turned off, which I don't need it. My internet is more than fast enough with my 300 megabit connection. And if I keep going over it, eventually it will load it. So these are just terrible. Let's give it some time, because I guess it's a lot of downloading at the moment. And sometimes I do get that that was before or during the issue. Whoa, whoa. This is crazy. I'm not alone here. Look at this view. Wow, that's amazing. Except those photogrammetry items. These are ugly, ugly, ugly. And holes in the buildings. It doesn't load, eh? So there's still an issue with photogrammetry, or it can't keep up with the speed I'm doing, but it should be loaded already now, eh? Yeah, when you look at that, it really breaks the immersion, eh? That's something what happened here. Maybe I also have to buy the Orbix London City Pack to improve this a little bit better. And that bridge, the London Bridge there, it's so tempting to fly underneath it in the middle, but you crash if you do. So I'm not gonna do it. It's tempting, it fits perfectly, you should be able to do it, but it doesn't work, it has a bug. Come on, photogrammetry, load up your stuff. Terrible. This is just disgusting. Microsoft Asobo, if you're listening or watching, I doubt it, but fix this. Come on. My internet, everything, my performance level should be able to do it easily. Here the photogrammetry is better. See, it's loading, it's popping up. Maybe this is an issue that will be resolved with World Updates 6. That's coming the 7th of September. Let's check it out. Maybe my photogrammetry caught up to me. I'm not alone here flying. Some other people are flying over London. Yeah, the photogrammetry caught up. Ooh, big commercial airliner. Ahmed de terrorist. Yeah, photogrammetry is loaded. Not all of it, but here there's still downloading to do. And here it already downloaded some stuff.
126.45 Spin Belgium 11 minus 01 minus 7. Nordholt approach Spin Belgium 11 minus 01 minus 7 minus 100 feet.
You can fly this close, down low and slow, but I'm doing it low and fast. Look at that.
129.405 for Spin Belgium 11 minus 01 minus 7.
Take a look at this
Take approach
castle.
Spin Belgium 11 minus 01 minus 7 minus 100 feet.
Wow. Let's go to the airport near London here. I don't know what the name is again. I think it's right there. EGLC. Should be behind these buildings. Just look at these details. Yeah, it's loading. You can see the roof are appearing. This plane is just amazing. And there's the airport. Let's do a landing there and call it a day. Okay, let's slow down a lot. Speed brakes. Okay. Still doing 100. That's good. Get over these bridges or cranes. There's a big commercial airliner that's gonna line up to take off there, and I'm landing. I'm not gonna wait. There we go. I'll clear the runway before it's taking off. Okay, brake. Oh, bounce, big bounce. Alright. And now some gentle rudder control. Ooh, let's play chicken. Not with a commercial airliner. Take the next taxiway, voila. Okay, turn those speed brakes off. And even the noise is awesome, eh? The shivering of the frame while rolling down the concrete. Brake, brake, brake. Let's take a parking brake here. Voila. That was a nice flight. The biggest distance I ever did in flight sim in the UK. What is that commercial airliner doing there? Fucking up, that's for sure. Alright, turning off. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.